This is, what's up man? This is Crystal Mountain by Death. Really, really tricky thing just for the inside switches, which is so difficult for me. Like that. I'll start this on a downstroke is much more difficult for me, like as opposed to an upstroke. I find it's easier than this whole sort of pick, twist. That sort of motion is so freaking difficult for me. It'll be really, really good for me to develop it properly. It's really tricky at the moment. Like my guitar teacher gave me this one exercise, just but I'm like, let me add it to a song that I actually want to learn. So because I mean it's a simple motion, it's just one string and 3 on the lower string, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so it's 4 notes, it's just but I want to just add it to a song so it's a bit more interesting to practice, but just the angles, the trajectories and everything is so difficult for me. Like if I go like, because I don't want to do this, I just want to go So a little bit of hopping, but I'm gonna fix that. Happy New Year, XL. How's it going, man? You ready for the next year? Such an awkward change. That part. That thing. Ooh. Oh my. The Banshee 6. Is it the one of the Evertune bridge? This thing? Or is it just the normal, I think, well, there's also one of the Floyd Rose. There's another one with a Sustainiac pickup, but that is a gorgeous guitar. I would get that, but it's too expensive with our exchange rate, so I'll have to skip that one. But damn, that's a great guitar. Entry level with hardtail is still fantastic. Like, it's a fantastic guitar. Like, my word, it's beautiful. Did you get the yeah, I think there's only one finish for it, right? Like that sort of... It's like a very wooden color with like a burst, like a wood burst sort of finish. But it's beautiful guitar. My goodness. Yeah, no, technique. Yeah, I also want to work on my techniques a little bit this year. Like, it's also why I'm taking lessons again, just so that I can figure out the most efficient motions and everything, just because it's so cool. Got it because the thin C profile, nice, and the is a Jumbo XL frets, really really cool. Difficult thing for me with this. If I could do that, then I want to go there, but I go. I sort of do a double stroke, and I don't want to do that, so I have to escape, then to come back in a nice way. What do you think? How much will it take to learn sweep picking for a beginner, shifting to intermediate type guitarist? You'll have to give me an example of a sweep section that you want to hear or want to be able to play, because there's the technique itself is just very, very difficult because now you're using, depending on how you're going to be doing it, instead of using your wrist for each stroke, the way I do it is I incorporate my shoulder. So instead of picking with my wrist, I'll pick the first one, and then I'll pick the rest with my shoulder, and I sort of keep this stationary. So I don't do this sort of motion. There's various approaches you can take to this, but yeah, like it depends really what you wanna be able to play, because sweep picking is a very broad sort of thing. Oh, what's up, Hyper Gaming? How's it going? Happy New Year. For learning mostly arpeggios. Don't have any song as yet. I think get a song, because it'll give you something tangible to work towards. Because now there's so many different arpeggios, there's so many different shapes, there's so many different techniques. There's 5-string, 4-string, 6-string, 3-string. There's even 2-string arpeggios. So like a just that. Just that is even a sweeping motion. But then you can extend it. You can extend it even further. Extend it even further. So like, yeah, definitely find yourself a song which has something like that. Some examples will be Sultans of Swing, like that sort of thing. Or my first sort of sweep picking thing that I ever heard was Eye of the Storm from Bullet for My Valentine. That was a really, really cool sort of introduction for me. So, but what did you think from your side? Playing God from Polyphia. Oh my word, dude. That is a really freaking difficult song. I'll have to learn that as well at some point, but that is, at the moment, it feels a little bit out of reach. So I'm going to learn some other stuff first. What's up, Vela? You like sweeping top 4 strings, like yeah, like the turnaround is the hardest part. You know, playing God, frick man, well done. You're very, very good then. Yeah, Polyphia is generally like the final boss. Like, you don't have to try soul level 1 hitless run this thing. Like, really, you don't have to. You can already just you can just start with Vort and then work your way forward. The bus watchers will also come at you, but I mean, like, dude, you don't have to start with the end boss immediately. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Rather kill some of the trash mobs or other stuff first. Pretty odd. Yeah, it has that bit of that sort of the chromatic run. I think in the verse of Playing God, it's so freaking good, but it's just really difficult. Like it's so quick, and there's all this mixture of techniques and the chords and things in between all these really, really fast stuff. But yeah, now Polyphia is. Yeah, Polyphia is a DLC boss. Like, don't even get discouraged if you haven't leveled your character enough. The hybrid pick and stuff there. All the harmonics and stuff is just, you need so much control and precision that it just makes it so difficult to play. So probably need to pick on the first. Dude, like, freak man. Like the hybrid picking stuff is so difficult. Don't feel too bad. Like you should watch this one video of Tim Henson practicing. I think it was Goat, like the one part there. What? Like that run, like he even practiced that and he got stuck on it and he just kept repeating it. So even the guy who wrote the song is like, it's a bit challenging for him. Frick man. Yeah, that. What's up, Sumed? How's it going? Something like that, dude. It's so freaking just crazy, and the thing I think that makes Polyphia very difficult for me is the excessive use of open strings, harmonics, and hybrid picking. That is the stuff that really gets me with Polyphia. That is like, it's just that stuff just absolutely slaughters me, but it's everywhere in their songs. Like if you just look at like Goat, first chord, already hybrid pick, second note, and then you already have 3 harmonics. Can't even remember now. Like all that stuff. It's just so like it's very interesting because it's very unpredictable. The problem is every other modern guitarist is now trying to do exactly that. So Polyphia, Tim Henson, is pretty much the Stevie Ray Vaughan of this generation sort of modern guitar, where they have a signature style and every other guitarist is trying to copy it. So you have Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix and, you know, the blues, sort of the... like the 12-bar blues and sort of the, just, you know, that sound. Every boomer guitarist has been trying to copy them forever. Some get very close, others get like little bit. But like, yeah, Tim Henson is pretty much, in my opinion, for modern guitar, for modern pop guitar, is like pretty much everyone wants to sound like Polyphia, just there. And like, it's something so difficult to aspire to. Like, it was still... like, that was still reachable for like the average guitarist, but now this freaking... all this... all this stuff. Like, how in the frick are you going to be able to play that? Like, it's incredibly difficult. So in order to play at that level, you have to be playing for a couple of years, and it's just it's not as accessible to beginners. So beginners will see that and they'll want to do it, and they can't, and they quit. With the boomer stuff, like the like all that stuff, it's a lot more accessible. You don't have to practice for like 15 years in order to play that. You can play that in your first year of guitar. So like the entire sort of access has shifted insanely. Suki, yeah, I haven't seen you since last year. Frick, man. Oh, yeah, I've been. We were making jokes about this. I think I was at a braai last night, and yeah, same thing. Just everyone just making jokes about. Yeah, I haven't seen you since last year. I haven't showered since last year. Well, I haven't eaten since last year. Okay. It looks like we got a comedian here. For the chorus and playing God, there's like 6 harmonics in fret. Dude, yeah, it's so freaking excessive. Oh my word. There's a lot of hate for Tim by the Boomers. I don't know why. I know why. Because he's better than them. That's why. That's why there's so much hate for Tim. He's better than them. They say his playing is soulless or it's robotic or whatever. Okay, fine. But can you do it? No. So that's why you're bitching and moaning. Same with Steve Vai and like all these virtuosos, Paul Gilbert and stuff. Yeah, Henson. You have these people that are super, super advanced, these shredders, and then people crap on them. It's like, oh, David Gilmour can do more with one note than Steve Vai can do with 1,000. I'm like, yeah, bro, you are coping so hard. You are coping next level. You just don't have the discipline or the grit to develop to that skill level, and now you're crapping on people who have actually reached that skill level. So it's a coping mechanism. It's and the thing is, there's more people that can't do that than people that can. So you're always in good company when you can't play a shreddy thing. So it's easy to just gang up and shit on them. Like it's ridiculous. 6 hours a day. The problem with quantitative practice is you could be practicing very, very long, but if you're practicing with incorrect technique, you are wasting your time. You can be very busy, but you won't actually be effective. My guitar teacher tells me like the brain just takes what it gets and makes it as efficient as possible. It cannot determine what is the most effective motion. For instance, like I can when I started out, I didn't do alternate picking at all. I just did downstrokes. So as a result, I got very efficient at performing downstrokes, but I'm only playing at like half my maximum speed. So until I had to learn how to do alternate picking, I could only play this fast. So your brain makes it very, very efficient, but that's only because it's what you've given it. If you give it the right technique, it'll make that the most efficient, and that's going to give you the most results. So you can I can spend, let's say, 24 hours a day. I'll never sleep, just doing down picking exercises, and I'll never actually get better at things I want to do. I'll get better at this specific technique, but it's not the most effective motion for shredding. Like it's a component, but it's not the sort of the basement of it. So I think don't fool yourself into thinking you're getting better just by practicing longer. If you're not practicing better, it's a big problem. Like practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So you need to make sure that if you are practicing, you're practicing the right stuff. It's a very, very difficult thing. So yeah, it's also why I started guitar lessons again, so I can make sure that what I'm practicing is actually the most effective motions. It's easy to get your repetitions in, but I mean, if you're doing it wrong, it's a big problem. So, man, virtuosity is the residue of intention. If you have nothing to say, playing more notes won't help. Yeah. Now I get you. Yeah. Very, very much. Yeah. What about Marston's style? My brain can't comprehend his playing style. Yeah, Marston is very, very good, but I can't listen to that for an extended period of time. It's the same with Paul Gilbert, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. Like, they're incredible, technically proficient players, but I can't consume that for an extended period of time. It's kind of like having your entire meal just be dessert. Like, it's nice for the first bit, but then like I start craving a steak because it's more substantive. Like there's more nourishment from it. It's not as delicious as like a cake or something, but it has more nourishment. You need to balance it out. You can't just have a massive cake. You need to have your steak and then your cake. Marcin, he's that dude that has like the acoustic and he does all the percussive tappy stuff. Hotel California, it's on my list. But, yeah, I'll have to learn the Hotel California thing. It's such a great solo. I know the chords though. Really great song. It's on my list for this year. I've neglected that song very much. That emo guy, yeah. Then comes Satriani with his tongue. Clean or... Yeah. I apologize, Suki. No, for practicing, it depends what my goal is. So I practice mainly with two types of tones for practicing. And these tones will have a very short reverb and no delay. Delay will deceive you. It'll cover up mistakes and everything. You won't really want to do that. So when I practice with clean sound, I'm working on my dynamics and the notes that I'm actually playing. So very much when you have a lot of distortion, a lot of gain, there's a lot more compression. So a note that you hit very softly will be at the same volume as a note that you hit very hard. As a result, your dynamics is sort of lacking in your playing. So if you only practice with high gain, you aren't going to have very sort of much control over what you're playing. You won't have a lot of accentuation or detail or anything. Conversely, if you only practice with a clean tone, you are not going to be able to handle gain because all this stuff gets pushed up. So when you practice with a heavy tone, the thing is you want to practice your control. You want to practice your control, and that's mainly your muting, because now it's easy to play a certain line or something clean tone because all the noises and stuff are much softer. But now when you have a lot of gain, the noise floor gets raised, and now you have to sort of understand how to mute. Like right now, I'm just playing one note, but if you zoom in and you look at my hand, my right hand, I'm holding E string, B string, and my thumb is on all the other strings. So even though I'm playing one note, I'm muting every other string for that. And it's more present when you're practicing with distortion. So you'll want to practice both. So when you're with a clean tone, you're practicing the dynamics and the actual notes that you're playing. When you practice with distortion, it's about control and muting. So yeah, that's pretty much the long answer for it. How do you fix your timing and like feeling of my songs? Because when I play songs, it doesn't sound as good, even with perfect playing. So your timing, you'll have to start playing with a metronome and start understanding subdivisions and your rhythm. Like for instance, if I play now my metronome here. That sort of thing. And then what you can do is you can displace it. So you can go 2, 3, 4. So you're still playing quarter notes, but you displaced it by an eighth note, which is such a really, really good exercise. I think Suki, like when it comes to drums, do you also do this sort of displacement? Yeah, I imagine using a metronome. So I use a metronome. You can just go, I think, type into Google or something. Just type in online metronome. There should be like a built-in one in the browser itself. And you can just set that to 120 beats per minute or BPM. And the thing is, when you have any song, there is an underlying implied pulse. For instance, right now, your body has a pulse. That is your heartbeat, your heartbeat. So your heartbeat is measured at how many times it beats every minute. So it's generally consistent. It'll eventually sort of shift depending on external stimuli and whatever, but you have this internal pulse as well that's going. So now with a metronome, we are defining an external pulse. We're having this thing at a consistent beat, and we measure our playing according to that. So the most common pulse and time signature will be 4/4 at 120 BPM. Reason for that is it's 2 clicks per second. It's just the most standard one. We are so familiar with seconds when it comes to our understanding of time. So you'll have your metronome going 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is at 120 beats per minute. So every 2 of them will be 1 second. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And now then you have things we call a measure. A measure is pretty much a bar in music. So now if you have a ruler or something, I don't have a ruler in front of me now, but you have a ruler and you see there's like a main line, and then there's a bunch of small lines, and then another main line, and a bunch of small lines, main line, whatever. So you can say, let's say 5 inches is one measure, and you use that sort of to measure these blocks of time. Like the thing is, an understanding of rhythm depends very much on how much experience you have, what are the gaps in your knowledge when it comes to rhythm. But the easiest way just to understand this is count to 4 and count to 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can just, let me add a beat here. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I added the kick drum now just for that beat. And that's pretty much how it goes. So now you can measure certain subdivisions against it. So now each click will be a quarter note, or for the classical guys there, a crotchet note. So you have this space now. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now you can cut that in half. So then you have eighth notes. Think of fractions. So you have quarter notes now. 2 eighth notes makes a quarter. So 3, 4. So what we're doing now is we're trying to imagine in our mind and our playing the rhythmic landscape so that we can sort of understand and visualize how the actual time is placed in front of us. If it's just sort of an abstract thing at the back of our head, like we listen to the song and then we just play along to it, and you don't have maybe some sort of constant to measure it against, it becomes very difficult to play on time. So, and for strumming, it's 1 for each beat. It depends, but you can do that. Like you can go, let's go downstroke. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You can then have your downstroke for each click. You can have an upstroke in between, because if you have a look at my hand, I have to anyways come up in between each downstroke, because my hand is down here. I have to get it back up here for my next stroke. So what you can do is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So like that. So now I'm playing eighth notes. And it's very, very useful to understand this sort of thing. So a lot of strumming patterns will be built on precisely this. When you're playing an acoustic guitar, this is like the most fundamental thing. So then you need to get better at what we call ghosting. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So even though I'm only playing on the downbeat of the bar or the measure or anything, I'm still letting my hand go like this. You'll see a bunch of acoustic guitarists, their hands will constantly be doing this. And the thing is, it's just above the strings like this. And then you choose when to engage. So you just bring your hand closer to the strings, and then when you're not doing that, you just pull it away. So like that. So you can practice this in so many different ways, but this, don't get discouraged about this. This was one of the hardest things for me, I think 2 or 3 years into my playing. I couldn't do this sort of thing. I couldn't do that after 2 years of playing. I could do I can do all that stuff, but again, I didn't have a grasp of rhythm. So when I get handed the acoustic guitar, I stand there like, I have no idea what I'm doing, because I don't have that foundational rhythm understanding. So it's very, very important that you do not neglect rhythm. Rhythm is not the most fun thing to practice, but it is 90% of a melody. A melody is 10% harmony, 90% rhythm. Rhythm, if you want to look at it from a mathematical perspective, the x-axis is the harmony, your notes. The y-axis, the y-axis is your notes. The x-axis is time. So time will constantly be going like this. We won't be going up or down or whatever. Like there'll just be a bunch of rhythm going on forever. So you really want to focus a lot more on rhythmic training, because that will transcend any instrument that you play. That is such a fundamental thing that you need to develop. Yeah, exactly. So you get like a 8th note, a 16th note. So a 16th note we spoke about now. These are quarter notes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now we have 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can cut the 8th notes in 16th notes as well, in half, and you get 16th notes. So it's like. And then you can take this quarter note, and instead of cutting it in half, why don't we cut it in thirds? Then you get triplets. So freaking insane. But then you can use that in various musical applications. So freaking crazy. And then you can say, okay, but what if I want to cut this next note in half and then plus another half of the next one, and then you have dotted notes, and it's just freaking crazy. Yeah, triplets are really weird. Like, you can really do a lot of things. The thing is, because now we have this constant that we're measuring it against, and then it's so difficult to sort of still grasp that, but play something that's away from it. Like when you start looking at syncopation, it's freaking rough. Oh, man. Fundamentals matter. No use of shredding when you can't master fretting. Exactly. That is 100% right. Like you can't really shred properly if you're playing a note like this. That sounds terrible. Like that sounds horrible. That's really, really painful. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, nothing else matters. The solo or the intro. With distortion. I really haven't learned it properly, but that's generally the solo. Triplet sounds uncomfortable. Yeah, absolutely. But that's what makes it so interesting. Thoughts about the Solo King MT1 electric. Let me just have a look at it quickly. There's a Telecaster shape, humbucking pickups. Sweet. I guess solid. Yeah, just depends what you wanna actually use it for. Like every single guitar that I have has a distinct purpose. So you'll want to, like this one for instance, this is my 7-string with an Evertune bridge. So I keep this in standard E or B with a low string. And the rest of my guitars are tuned differently. They have different features, different sort of pickups, different sounds. So each one has a function. But yeah, humbucker pickups, yeah. I've been playing for years, and tempo is something that I struggle with, specifically when playing along with songs without a metronome. Yeah, so with something like that, the thing is, in every piece of music, there is an implied rhythm. There is an implied heartbeat to the song. There's an implied pulse, and you want to be able to capture that. So if you listen to a song, normally the drums will be the metronome. Like I'll look at Suki and I'll be like, "What's up, metronome?" And you'll sort of look at that. So normally there's certain patterns that a drummer will play. Like normally the kick will be on the 1 of a bar, and the hi-hats will be on every sort of beat or something. So I'll just be like, pretty much exactly like this. Like this is the most basic drum beat. This. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you could be looking at right now is a concept in music theory known as audiation. So sort of your visualization or grasp, your mental view of rhythm. And it's such a difficult thing to grasp. I think the best person who you can look at if you struggle with rhythm is, I think his name is Bo Telefer or something like that. It's got a weird spelling or something, but he's on YouTube. He is the guy when it comes to learning audiation. So Bo Telefer, something like that. He is the guy when it comes to developing your audiation. So definitely have a look at his stuff. You play math rock. Okay. Yeah. Shred too. No, perfect. Yeah, like something like that will be perfect. The closest I have to math rock is like August Burns Red. Like a really, really cool song. Mariana's Trench. Layla. Oh my word, there's a wasp in my room. Okay, hopefully it doesn't come closer. It's one of those big ones. If you see me freak out, you'll know why. Okay. Protect. Oh boy. Let me just quickly sort this out. Freaking hell, this is wild. Oh boy. Man, those things hurt like hell. Nee, ek dink is nou weg. Maar ja, hopelijk kom hy nie terug nie. Weet jy waar is hy nou nie? Ek gaan nogals. Hy moet net nie byt hier, ek gaan nogals seer wees. Het jy hom gekry? Okay. Oh my Here. Oh. Wild. Yes. Oh man. Is hy nog in die badkamer? Is hy nog in die badkamer? Okay. Is hy nog in die huis of waar is hy? Okay. Baie dankie vir my nooi. Oh wow. That was weird. My first guitar. Let me actually get my first guitar. I have it here now. Pretty chill guy. Yeah, he's just a chill guy, man. He's just a chill guy. No, dude, you don't understand. Yeah, we have very specific hornets and wasps here in South Africa, and they freaking hurt. They're not that difficult to provoke either. They really hurt. So, yeah. This is my first guitar. Got this one for Christmas, I think in 2009. And then everything changed. I was like, yes, this is awesome. I think it's very out of tune though. It's not a Fender, man, it's a Stag. Yeah, I'm South African. Yeah. Like I stay on a plot here, so we have like a bunch of sheep and everything. But with that comes some smelly cows and some. Luckily we haven't had snakes yet, but yeah. Just get a bluesier tone. Sorry, ek sal haar net nou verwyder. Ja. Oh boy. Ah, dankie. How do you differentiate between the guitars? Like, it's right there. But yeah, like, I mean, I can't tell the difference between Tama and Pearl drums. Like, if I just see them, if I see the label, I'll know. But man, looking to buy the bonsai pedal from JHS. Ugh, €300, damn. For any sort of amp stuff, I would just go digital. Like, there's so much amazing stuff. Like, my entire setup is digital, so. One thing I suck at, like sort of blues noodling. I really need to get better at this stuff. Just my word. The most holy chord. It'll be this one. Jesus. Cattle Baron. Oh, bro, amazing. Headless guitars, not really my style, but I mean, they're great guitars. Like, there's nothing like inherently bad about them. For me, it's just the appearance. The appearance is just a bit goofy. I don't know, weird for me, but yeah. Johnny be good. Yeah. Oh man, Johnny Be Good is such a great song, but I need to. It's also on my list. Like, I need to learn Johnny Be Good. Bunch of Chuck Berry stuff. Like, he's so freaking good. Suki, you make such challenging demands on me, as if it's as easy as. Neon by John Mayer. I did at a stage, like. Like, oh my word. But it's again fingerstyle stuff. I don't really know really well how to do that. Tribal Rain. I think you... No, Suki, the thing about that is that's the rhythm. That's really, really complicated. I mean, the speed isn't really a problem. It's just the rhythm, just knowing when to engage and not. Let me just check if I actually have this written down. Tribal Rain. I didn't... Wait. No, I do not have Tribal Rain. Let me write that down. Maybe I have it on another list, but yeah, Tribal Rain. There was a bunch of stuff I need to have a look at, but yeah. Nepali band. Playing with a Strat, so I kind of have to. Oh man. These pots are a bit dusty. Oh, still works. Yeah, fingerstyle is very, very difficult. Like I struggle with fingerstyle quite a bit. I will get better, but yeah, man. But Asuki, let me tell you what. Tomorrow, I'll transcribe it. Same time, I'll transcribe it. So we can have a look at that. But yeah, that's going to be me. I'm going to take care of this wasp nest that has been discovered outside. And yeah, thank you all for joining and have a good one. If you have any more questions, like whenever you're practicing or something, you can just join my live stream and I'll definitely just help you out. There's so much as a beginner that is a little bit intimidating, so no, I'm here to help, man. Yeah, I'll do a setup tour eventually as well. It's just I have to figure out the logistics of that gasoline trick. Maybe we'll see. Cheers, everyone.